Met you in the winter when I was a mystery. It was cold but I was full of fire. And you said you liked my wild eyes and strong mind. You were like sunshine. Oh, my midnight's a late youth and I belong to you. And we're soaking in the full moons. I fall for your laughter, you hold me together, got me feeling like I'm brand new. And I keep telling myself don't waste it. Got a good thing, don't change it. I got a lot to lose now that I've got you. And I was wishing for the best, I have it. You and me got Hollywood magic. Never gonna give it up, never give it up. And you got me setting all I know on fire. 'Cause you kept me every time I mess it up. And everybody says that things are bound to change, but I hope they stay the same. 'Cause you are the best thing that's ever happened to me. I was not the type to slow down my life for you. I was young and I was full of fire. Now I could walk a tightrope, balance with my eyes closed. This is how life goes. Oh, in midnights of late youth, I belong to you. And I'm breathing in the still nights. I live for the moments where I float and you're the only thing on my mind. You got me setting all I know on fire. 'Cause you kept me every time I mess it up. And everybody says that things are bound to change, but I hope.
Hey guys, this camera angle is a little janky. I apologize, but I didn't really adjust. I have my camera on my car mount so that I can be hands-free. I like set it up before I went and I didn't really check the frame because I'm not a professional. Anyway, I'm headed to Target. I'm literally there, essentially. I'm pulling in right now. And we just have to pick up a couple things. I spent a good portion of the morning in today's vlog, because it's like 12:30 right now, doing, you know, the monotonous things that need to be done when you're an adult, right? Like I had to grocery shop, so I did online grocery shopping, where the groceries will be delivered to the house. It's a little bit more expensive to do it that way, but honestly, it's one of those things where the convenience for me is really worth it to not have to spend my morning in the store. And after I grocery shopped, I needed to go over the family budget. I haven't done it in a while. It's absolutely something that should be done, I would say at minimum monthly, but really more than that to make sure you're keeping on track. And it's been a little bit of a while since moving into the house and having Ariella. We haven't been super consistent. And just recently I was like, we really, really need to get on top of things, because there's just so many things that we want to do in the future. To like really sit down and get a handle on everything and just kind of wrap our minds around like what we need to be doing with our money right now. So I sat down and I did that, and then Mike sat down with me and we kind of just went over everything, and we kind of made a pact to every 2 weeks sit down and do this. So we sat down and did that while the kids are napping. Josiah is actually still napping when I left. Ariella was up, just finishing up her lunch, and I folded some laundry. So I'm feeling very productive, but I have to run into Target because there's a couple of things that I need that I just don't buy at the grocery store because they're cheaper at Target. And also we needed diapers for Josiah, and I find them to be cheaper at Target. So we're going to Target because why not? But I promised Mike I would be quick, and I don't want to spend $3,000 like I normally do when I walk into Target. So we're just going to get what's on the list. What do you have my baby dressed in?
Well, we have a polka dot.
Those are cheetah print.
Cheetah print, pink with purple. And we have pink dinosaurs and purple dinosaurs.
Michael.
And we have a little Tupac headband. And she looks very fashion forward.
Michael, she's not coming out of the house with that.
She's beautiful. Look at her.
She's beautiful, of course, but that's ridiculous.
Look at that.
Okay, let's get these bags. If you're wondering how I did in Target, I didn't do too bad. I did go off list a little bit because as I was shopping, I was like, ooh, Josiah could use more of that. Ooh, Josiah could use dino nuggets for like, you know, the next couple weeks. So I picked up a couple of things, but I was kind of tallying everything up in my mind. I did go over budget, but only by $10, which is not bad, right? And I feel like for my first time trying not to spend a fortune in Target, like that's good, right? That's good. While I was waiting for Mike to get ready to go to the park, I put together this really quick, this Toll Family summer bucket list, because we had said we wanted to put together a bucket list, because every summer when we don't kind of organize our thoughts, we end up spending the weekends going like, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? So we figured if we had a list full of all the things we know we want to do, it would be easy to pick one and accomplish it in a weekend or something like that. So I made this for us, then I figured it'd be easy enough to remove Toll and put our, so that I can give you guys a free printable or whatever. You can download it and use it on your iPads or your phones, I guess. I do this a lot of times. I put like PDFs on my iPad. I can't remember the name of the program, but I had to pay to use it. But then I can write on the PDFs and stuff. If you have that, you can use it this way, or you can just like old school print it out, hang it on the fridge. The link to download this will be down below. But if you do download this and use it, post a story on IG, tag me at Lori and Toll. I would love to see what you guys do with it and what your summer bucket list is with your family. Josiah. Why does he look like Steven Tyler? Or like baby Rambo? Do you know what those are? Are they cows?
Moo!
Moo! They're eating, yeah. You see him? He's big. You don't, Michael, stop.
No, Reggie.
You don't like them?
No, Budgie.
Those are not like the cute pigs in your book, huh?
No.
What are these?
What? You.
They're chickens?
No.
Jojo, why are you scared of the chickens?
They look different from the book.
I think that's the problem. Bobby, it's okay. They're not gonna. Oh no! Okay.
You want Daddy to talk to them?
Okay, you don't have to look at them. Daddy's so silly. The chickens are okay. Look, they look different than the chickens in your book, I think, because that's why you're scared. But they're nice chickens. They bite you? They don't bite you. Well, they might bite you.
Daddy will bite them.
Daddy won't let the chickens bite you.
Bite them?
Look, they're behind a fence, Jojo. They can't touch you.
Look.
What do you think about the chickens? Okay, cool. And we came home to groceries, so now it's time to put these away. So our park trip got cut a little short, of course, because I said whenever I order grocery delivery, it always comes the later side of the estimate. So 4 to 5, I was like, it'll get here around 5. I got a notification at 3:30 that it was on its way to the house. And I was like, I have cold stuff that needs to be in the, freezer, and it's 78 degrees out. So we took the kids to see the animals real quick, and then we got in the car and came back home, which actually is okay because I didn't realize until I put all these groceries away, like how tired I am. I've been rubbing this eye. There's no mascara left on this eye. Just realizing that now. But this contact has been bothering me, so I keep rubbing the eye and rubbing my makeup off. I put most of the groceries away. Everything that's left, like I don't even know where to put it. I hate the cabinetry and like storage in this kitchen. It's just not functional at all. And it makes putting things away and finding things in the cabinets so difficult, and I haven't come up with a solution for how to just make my life easier in here yet. I literally just realized that my hair is giving like major Scary Spice vibes today. Anyway, it's 5:12. Mike is giving Josiah an early bath. We're doing a bath before dinner tonight because he took him out in the yard while I put groceries away. It's just because Josiah is very helpful and wants to help, and I love that, but it also takes 18 times longer to put the groceries away when he's helping. So I was like, can you bring him outside and let him play so I can do this? And he went outside and he got all dirty and was digging in the dirt and all kinds of stuff. So Mike brought him up for a bath. Ari's hanging out here. She's sitting in the high chair playing with a bib and a water bottle, of course. And I'm still gonna give Josiah leftovers because I have some teriyaki chicken and broccoli and rice, and he'll eat that. He likes that. I am actually gonna make what I had originally planned for dinner, which is like this sweet potato, like beef stew kind of situation. I actually shared it on the channel a while back. I'll leave the card for the video up top just in case you're curious, but it's very good. And for some reason, I was just craving it today. So I'm going to make it now. And by the time it finishes cooking, like the kids should be going down to bed, which is like when we like to eat dinner. I'm sitting down for a second. I forgot how like prep intensive that sweet potato chili is. You have to chop so many vegetables, onions, peppers, and I do 3 different colors just because I think it looks pretty. And then I add a couple of like grape tomatoes cut up, but you don't really have to. That's kind of optional. I just like bigger chunks of tomatoes because then you add like rotel. Oh my gosh. And then the sweet potatoes. So I did all of that. It's cooking now. I have to let it cook for like 35-40 minutes. Set the timer and I'll check it a little bit later. Josiah is eating dinner. Ariella is getting a bath. I'm taking a second to sit down because my back is killing me. And then I have to get back up and like clean up the mess I made in the kitchen and wash bottles. It's like, I swear, the responsibility is never ending. Does anybody else feel like that? It's never ending. I want to give you guys a peek of the garden, remember? The video where I planted it? Did you see that one? Look at it now. We're doing big things. I totally understand now why the zucchini and the yellow squash are supposed to have so much space in between them, because they're like massive, massive plants. I'm a little bit worried that they're gonna grow this way and shade over my peppers, which were like the last things to sprout. These are the peppers. These are like the rainbow carrots. These are cherry tomatoes, and then the honeycomb tomatoes. Yes, I have to get like I think like a trellis here for these to grow onto, because like tomatoes vine, right? This is my lettuce. Look how pretty the lettuce is. It's so like, I don't know, it looks so good. And then these are my little mini watermelons. Look at this guy. This was like a total like wah wah wah. They definitely sold me like a dead plant. They sold me some sticks. There's literally nothing happening with the blackberries and blueberries, so maybe next year we'll try from seed. Okay. I still water these even though there's nothing going on there. It's so weird back here because we used to spend so much time in the backyard of our old house, the townhouse, because we loved our patio and our little pergola, everything about it we loved. So like as soon as the weather would get warm, we would be outside all the time, grilling, doing everything. But here, the backyard it's such an unfinished space, and I was hoping that we would do some stuff to kind of make it a outdoor living space that we wanted to be in this summer, but it's looking like this isn't the summer. So maybe next summer. We're talking about putting in a pool, an above ground pool. I think an in-ground would look better, but I am like super paranoid about, and I would fence it off, but still, the kids running near an in-ground pool and just like falling in. I witnessed something when I was a teenager. A family member's kid just like just ran for something and just like totally disregard. He was like 5, that there was a pool there, and just like fell in the pool, and he didn't have his swimmies on because we were about to sit down and eat. So everybody jumped in. It was like really traumatic. So like I don't like that. Even with a fence, if you have kids, especially toddlers, you know how quick they can be, and like you could blink and there could be a tragedy, seriously. So I wanted something above ground where the kids couldn't just like run and fall in the pool. But we were talking about putting a pool in like this corner, and then we have our patio here, and we were talking about maybe bringing it out this way and then down the house a little bit to make like this area like a dining area and then this area like a living area. I don't know. We also want to have some stuff out here for Joziah, like a little swing set maybe, just so that he's entertained in the yard. Because right now all he does is play in this dirt we ripped out. There was like trees here when we moved in. This was all like random shrubbery that wasn't being taken care of. And then all along this fence behind me was like wild flowers, but like not well kept at all. So we had it all ripped out, but we haven't done anything to fix it. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Mike's really the yard guy. I'm just here for like design. But eventually this will be a wonderful family space, just not this summer. We were very much looking forward to the kids' bedtime tonight and having a couple hours to ourselves before, you know, starting a whole new week tomorrow. But like both of our kids are fighting going to sleep. Josiah wouldn't go to sleep at his normal bedtime, so we let him stay up like 40 minutes later and still is upstairs in his room talking to himself. And Ariella, who went to bed at 7 and was quiet for almost an hour, is now awake and yelling, and I'm probably gonna have to go rock her to sleep or something because she doesn't sound like she's gonna give up. And she's been in a mood all evening. So ever since we got back from the park. Mike just went up there to try to get her to calm down and go to sleep. The thing is, she wasn't crying, she was whining. It was a whine, and it's like her I'm fighting sleep whine. I know it very well. This is our sweet potato like beef chili situation. I added a little bit of hot sauce to it just to give it a little bit more kick. I didn't want to add it to the whole batch because I wanted Josiah to be able to have this tomorrow for dinner. So I didn't. I just added it to our bowls. But it's okay. Give her to me. What happened? See, woke your brother up. There you go. I put Ariella back in her crib. She's still like wide awake, but she's at least calm, and I'm hoping that she'll just like kind of quiet time chill herself to sleep. I don't know, we'll see if she starts whining or crying. But of course, in the process of all of that, Josiah heard us in her room, and now Josiah is awake. He had only been asleep for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, if not. So not in a deep enough sleep to not hear all of that going on. Mike is in there now trying to talk him into going back to bed. Update. It is now 9 o'clock. It's now 9 o'clock. We still have not eaten dinner. And I did have to go up to help Mike with Josiah because he was just not calming down, and he was screaming and screaming and screaming for me. And so I went up there, and it turns out that a couple days ago during the week, I got like a stomach virus. I got hit with a stomach virus. My mom got hit with a stomach virus, and she had called me and said, I can't come watch the kids. Like, I'm really sick. And I was like, oh, great. Because I don't feel good either. I've been sick since this morning. I woke up at like 2 in the morning and like was throwing up. So I called Mike at work, and I was like, you gotta come home because I can't watch the kids by myself, and I'm sick. and I really do need to work. I have deadlines, whatever. So he left work, and thank God that he left work, because on the train ride home, all of a sudden he got sick. So we were all sick. It was awful. Mike, myself, and the kids were all just like quarantined in the house, just sick with a stomach bug. But it really was like a 24-hour thing. Like, I was fine the next day. Mike was like so-so the next day, but like totally fine. We were all totally fine by Friday. Everybody was fine. And then we went to a barbecue yesterday, and at the end of the barbecue, like literally when I was getting ready to pack the kids up and bring everybody home anyway, Ariella threw up all over me, like The Exorcist. And I was like, oh no, I hope she's not getting it. And that she hasn't thrown up again since. She ate today very well, but we tried to keep food kind of light for her. She seems okay now, but as soon as we put Josiah down, it like hit him, and he was like writhing in discomfort, rolling around, crying, screaming. And he's never really thrown up. He feels like he has to, but he doesn't know what to make of that feeling, so he's not letting himself throw up. He finally threw up a tiny bit, but I have a feeling there's more coming. He finally fell asleep. He was so tired, and that like fit took so much out of him. I fully expect him to be awake in like 40 minutes. And I fully expect him to end up sleeping in our bed. So we won't get any sleep tonight, but it's okay. It was horrible to see him like that.
I know.
Wasn't that like the most heartbreaking thing ever?
The worst thing about this whole thing, the stomach virus, is it hits you out of nowhere.
It hit nowhere. Well, I'm gonna heat up my chili now and try to eat it before he wakes up again. When you come in here, do you wanna put together our summer bucket list?
What's that?
Do you wanna put together our summer bucket list?
That'd be nice. That'd be fun.
Okay, let's do that. Did it. We filled up our summer bucket list. I will go through it with you real quick. We've got beach day, join a pool club, go to the aquarium, take a Hershey Park trip, visit the Crayola factory, hang out on the boardwalk. It's like a typical New Jersey summer thing. Have a backyard movie night, which I also think this is like a family bucket list, but I think that could also be fun for like a summer date night bucket list. Backyard camping, that's another one. We actually did that. We did like a backyard camping night. I set up like a whole thing in the backyard. It was really nice. Watch fireworks, host a barbecue, do peach picking and bake something, make homemade ice cream. Years and years and years ago, do you remember? We were at Starla Table, and I bought a Cuisinart ice cream maker, and I think I attempted to make ice cream in it like 2 or 3 times.
Something like that.
And I never used it again. I think I still have it. Like, I don't think I threw it away when we were moving or gave it away or anything. I think it's in the garage somewhere, so I have to find that. That would be cool because you can kind of pick your own toppings or whatever, and like we'll have like an ice cream night. Then lastly, have a picnic. So that is the Toll Family summer bucket list. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us today. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. I really appreciate it. Mike really appreciates it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.